Yo, it's been a minute. I just wanted to go ahead and clear the air on some shit that I really don't know who gives a shit. It's more so for me at this point. It's one of those situations where you let the time fly by so much that is like no, like who cares anymore. No one really gives a shit. But it's more so for me. I got to clear the air and that way you're not doing the whole thinking to yourself about a bunch of bullshit that's not going to get you anywhere, really. It's kind of like expired experiences, kind of. So anyway, just want to touch base on some shit real quick, and then I'm gonna get on out of here. Should take no more than 10 minutes, bro. So first off, TMJ. Yeah, going through the shit. It's not fun, but it's something I got to do. You know what I mean? And just wish for the best. It's one of those situations, where the beginning, what's up, man? Appreciate you for joining. If you want, you could check back too. Like I said before, I'm not really good with this whole live stuff. I know you got to be consistent with it or whatever, but anyway, if this bores you out, just, check it out later or whatever, I'm not really good with the whole interaction shit, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, I'm in pain, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm in pain. If you can tell, I've got the braces, yo, and it's some crazy stuff, you know what I mean? I gotta get they're putting another, they just took out the what do you call it? The expander. I had an expander, and so they took it out. They got to put another one on. In terms of the whole actual bone surgery, I got to find another surgeon because something went down with the other one with the insurance and yada 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 yada. So it is what it is, yo. Yeah, shout out to you know who called me said, I kid you not, look up Bill Cosby, Soldier Boy, and Jamie Lee Curtis, bro. This dude said I look like Jamie Lee Curtis, Bill Cosby, and Soldier Boy mixed together, bro. I couldn't even, argue that. I couldn't even get mad at that one. I looked them up, I was like, hell nah, bro, you got me good with that one. I ain't even gonna get mad at that one, bro. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. But yeah, it's been rough. I can't even chew. Whatever it is I eat, I gotta cut it down to real small bits and basically just swallow the shit, bro. For real. So it's been pretty rough. It's been making me kind of rethink okay, well, what are you gonna do in terms of your job or whatever. But anyway, man, that's been the whole TMJ situation. Just a heads up, it's much worse than it seems. It's one of those situations where it catches people off guard because just in terms of doing physical stuff, I'm still able to do that, but it's it's rough, yo. It's rough, we're diving deep into some pretty rough stuff, and for the most part, that's why I'm trying to keep it going with the vids, because you can kind of tell the difference. But anyway, yeah, that's been it with the TMJ. I know a bunch of people go through it, and I just gotta keep your head up high. It's a little worse than your average situation. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. I might have a live or just a vid in general where I show it'll trip you out, bro. So let me just keep it broad. It's gonna be a real broad vid. All right, casino. Cause this is gonna be a real broad video, but it's gonna be I wish I could go into detail about what I'm really what point I'm really trying to get across, but it's I can't. I can't go into detail because like I said before, it's expired experiences where, if anything, it'll probably just do more damage than good, But casino, there ain't really much to talk about. If it's something you're gonna do, don't get mad. I don't know. That's the only way I could put it. Don't get mad. People around you, You know, depending on what point you're trying to get across or whatever you're trying to do, it could end up being something used against you if whatever you're doing is like negative, you know? I don't really know what to say. Don't get mad if it's something you want to do, you know? Make sure you're just keeping it real with the people who care about you. And that's all I can really tell you. Shout out United Anti-Gang Stalking Association. I definitely can't go into detail about that stuff. But it plays a significant role. He also calls it community orgasmic policing, which kind of cracks me up. But like I said before, I can't go into detail about that stuff. A lot of people were wondering why I was name dropping channels, yo. It's because you guys have got to understand there's people around me who family, you know what I mean? And I'm just afraid. That's what it was. I was afraid of just what people would think, you know what I mean? Not in terms of me talking about it, but in terms of what else I was talking about. The astrology, that's what it was. Where, you know, I grew up in a, you know, Christian. I grew up Christian, you know. When it comes to astrology, yo, it's definitely something I understand to the max, you know? And specifically, the teacher who's Native American, because if you guys didn't know, I'm Native American too, just like me. Is like, I know I'm all over the place, but it's like during the pandemic, everything that dude was speaking about, I was like in the front lines watching it all go down as I listened to everything this dude was talking about, and I was like, damn. So, like I said before, I gotta try not to get detailed about it, but it was like, I was trying to like help him while during being a manager, while during the TMJ situation, while during going to the casino. So not only did it throw this gentleman off, and I low-key kind of ruined like his mission, but it also confused like my family and like even like co-workers or whatever. And it got deep during that pandemic stuff, bro. Like I said before, I had videos about it. I had videos showing the proof after homeboy, not even homeboy, because he ain't a homeboy. After this dude tapped my phone and did all a bunch of nonsense, you know what I mean? Because of me speaking about the pandemic, speaking about it, just like the way the Native American astrologer, and I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I don't even know what to say or what to, like, I'm just trying to not be disrespectful. He knows who he is, you know what I mean? And like I said, I apologize before, and I apologize again for ruining your mission and throwing you off guard and, you know, not coming correct. That's one thing about YouTube is like I didn't come correct. It was deep, you know, an astrologer channel, and then I commented under it, and then that's when stuff got wild. It got out of control, you know what I mean? And it'd make much more sense, bro, if I could go into detail. So like, you know, if someone's watching, and you know, if you're watching, that's what's up. But you're probably confused, like bro, what you talking about? So let me try to bring it all together again. TMJ Casino. It was just way too much, bro. Way too much. For those who didn't know, I got put into the system right before the pandemic. Around, it was like July of 2019. And those are the two situations that got used against me as I began speaking about the pandemic, when all I should have done is just shared the teacher's video. The astrologer's video. That's all I had to do. Going in about the pandemic, about catching a virus and stuff like that. Let me not go into more detail, bro. There's no point of me speaking on a situation when this gentleman already broke it down to the max, yo. He was in a position to break that down. That's why he was doing that. You got to understand, I was a very mature, but I mean very immature in just the way I was coming across about stuff and not realizing the you know, the aftermath, and not realizing, you know, what the cause and effect, bro. I just never thought that speaking about a pandemic could change your life. You know, it could put you through some crazy stuff, especially if everything he was talking was some real ass shit, yo. I wish I could just share the shit. I wish, you know, it's amazing, bro, how just sharing a video compared to just trying to remix someone else's knowledge can just change your life, bro. Remember to give people their flowers, man, because this shit ain't a joke. Like I said before, me calling him Native American Astrologer, I don't even know if I could come correct and say his actual channel name, because at this point, I can't tell if the dude doesn't like me either. You know what I mean? Like, people on YouTube don't like it when you... Now I understand. Especially if you're a YouTuber, like, actually making a change. You got an actual following. You're actually kicking real shit when you're speaking to shit, and he already knows who he is, bro, and shouts it out. I wanted to be a part of the mission. It's just I couldn't. Because, like, what's that word? Luggage? Let me say luggage. You got so much luggage that you got to take care of. You don't want to bring these people into your horror movie, even though you want to be a part of their movie. Kinda. Is where I'm coming. So... you're going to wonder, like, my bad, there's so many people walking in front of me. You're going to wonder, like, why does it seem like I'm beating around the bush and stuff? It's because I can't tell what is going on right now. So let me put it this way, because there's so many people who I'm affiliated with where that one term that I would always hear, bro, what was that one term? Casting pearls among swine. Yeah, that term right there, I'm gonna need more speak on that more. I need to know more about that. And then on top of that, the other term, you're either 1 foot in or you're 1 foot out. I remember that one, and it's like I'm right in the middle. And you're gonna wonder why, like, why are you so... It's because of everyone I'm just so involved with. It's gonna seem like I'm such a lonely person because of just the way I come across on these lives, but it's like I'm not. I'm around people all the time, people with a bunch of different that's the way it is, bro. If I want to participate in this gentleman's mission with his group, it's like I obviously can't be a manager. I obviously can't even be going through what I'm going through. So it's like you got to take care of what you got to take care of first, and then on top of that, it's like you're not 100% being yourself because you're speaking in a way where you want this person to understand you. So it's like you're not getting everything across. And then on top of that, you got a bunch of horse shit that you got to put up with that you don't want to put up with. So it's a lot, bro. This astrology shit, I tell you what. I should have just... I wish I came... man, I don't know, man. As long as this dude knows, bro. It's like sometimes you think you know, but it's like you don't know. It's like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I had videos speaking on the pandemic. Exactly the way he was speaking on it. And basically, I faced repercussions. Yeah. And what was used against me was a casino and marijuana, which is ridiculous because that's when and to be honest with you, that's the main reason I began going live anyway. I'm not even live because I want to be live, yo. To be honest with you, this isn't even really who I am. I'm live because I had rap lyrics that was kind of like a get back to what happened at my phone getting tapped and all of that. Cause it's so tough, bro, talking about this and not being detailed about it. Basically, I got transferred locations from my job exactly at the time right before this dude tapped my phone, and I had a court date exactly during that time. So right after I missed that court date, that's when I had to go back into the system, and then that's when the whole situation went down with mobbing. And shout out to the two channels, New Breed Global Truth and United Anti-Gang Stalking Association. Like I said before, I don't like to name drop, but it is what it is. They speak on this topic. It's real. It's something I went through, going through, whatever. I'm not going to go into detail about it. And it got any deeper, you know what I mean? After that, I was kind of a fool. I put up with it for a long time, and I kept on recording the evidence, and it got so rough to the point where I deleted all the videos, but I had them up. But it was a situation where I was just trying to prove way too much, man. And then on top of that, I was still going to the casino every now and then during that time, which wasn't a huge problem, but I was still going, and that's what was being used against me in terms of me trying to show the truth about what was going on. There's so many channels that speak about it now, yo. So I had, for those of you who don't know, I know how to rap, but unfortunately, it was just immature in the way I came across it. When you're under corporations, I believe they have the authorization to know what you're about to release on your phone before you actually release it. So that's a situation that happened too. For those of you who don't know the term handler, look that term up. It's real. And basically, handler already had access to the rap videos before I even released it. So they already knew about that. At least I know. At least I think. You know what I mean? Just the way it came across after I released it. That's when they had the whole what do you call it? The troll comment talking about I won. So everything I released, that was supposed to back up my evidence between the rap lyrics and also the basketball video where I shot more free throws than Steve Nash and Steph Curry. For those of you who don't know, yo, I'd be balling better than half the NBA for real. And it got shut down. I ain't gonna go into detail. It got shut down. That's when the troll comment kept on saying casino, casino, blah 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 blah. So that upset me. Obviously, it was funny. I won. Yeah, it's funny. But that's what caused me to go live here. In terms of the astrology, that's the main reason I'm even trying to keep this stuff going, just to show that, yo, this is too much, bro. Shout out to those you're watching this. I don't even know what to tell you, bro. This is a big old ball of just trying to catch up, man. Just trying to catch up. It's too much right now. I'm just trying to take care of everything I got to. With the astrology, let me put it this way. Well, how come you're not even saying anything about astrology right now? Because I don't know how those around me feel about it. Probably weird. They probably think it's demonic or whatever. Let me put it this way, bro. A lot of people are into a bunch of different categories of life. They're into food, cooking. You could be into technology. You could be into cars. You could be into computers. You could be into sociology. So what is all of that? That's all a bunch of stuff you choose to understand. Astrology is something I understand to the max. Just the way this dude teaches it, like right when I found this dude's channel, bro. This gentleman's channel, right before the pandemic hit. I don't know why notifications are. Right before the pandemic hit, I just listened to like first 5 minutes of this dude talking about a virus, and I was like, bro, who am I related to you, or like what the heck? And I understood it to the max. Listen, bro, before 2019, I didn't even know what my zodiac was. I didn't know how to look up a chart. I didn't know any of that. And then the minute I began, it was like, oh, dude, this is too much. Too much. It made way too much sense. I couldn't believe it. I found like gold. It felt like I found gold. And it was like, well, damn. I remember showing one person, because don't get me wrong, it's not something I hide, bro. I'm not afraid to hide like the stuff I watch or listen to. You know, if someone's asking, yo, what you listening to? I show them, you know what I mean? I don't care. But it's like, dude, people disregarded that shit right away, right when I showed you know, when he's smoking a blunt. They disregarded it, bro. They ain't even, people are just so impatient. So it's like they didn't take it seriously at all. But the reason I'm talking about astrology right now, but not actually talking about it, is because everyone's already talking about it. Those who are into it, just know that I understand, you know what I mean, for real. And it's some real shit you don't want to play around. So let me mention that. Like, why am I beating around the bush so much? Because I'm still around family members. I live with one family member and 2 other roommates, and then my other family members are like around the Metroplex or whatever, you know? So in the back of my head, just knowing what I know and knowing how other people come across in terms of their belief, because everyone's got different beliefs. So what do I believe in? I believe in God. That's what I believe in. I believe in God, you know? But I understand astrology. That's the way I'm going to word it. And if someone else wants to like disagree or try to debunk or whatever, I can talk about it. But the only reason I'm beating around the bush right now is because I don't have anyone to actually come at me about that. Kind of. I know it's all over the place, yo, and it's confusing, but this is just a video I had to make because, gosh, if I were to go into detail over all the titles I have in this title of the video, it changed the world. I promise you that. I just don't know if it'd do me any positive. Probably not. Probably not, because what's been done and said has already been done and said. You know what I mean? But oh my gosh, man. Because the teacher who I learned all this from, his moon sign is the same moon sign as the dude who tapped my phone. I just had to say that. And then on top of that, other people who played a role in just knowing their signs. And like I said before, people say astrology is demonic. So let me get that point across too. Is astrology demonic? It can be. But when people say astrology is demonic, I don't understand where they're coming from. Because, okay, talk about this shit, right? If astrology is demonic, well, isn't stealing a car demonic? There was another example I had where, okay, if you understand astrology and you're going to do evil with it, right? Then that's demonic, right? That's the same thing as owning a gun. So is owning a gun demonic? I don't think it is. It's what you do with a gun that's demonic. So that's what it is with astrology. So I don't understand how people listen. People just get upset because they don't understand something. So if you don't understand something or if you don't like it, just say you don't like it. You know, you don't have to say astrology is like demonic. Now, one thing I will say is about the whole tarot cards. I don't know about all that. I don't know. But all I know is when, you know what I mean? If I catch a live stream or if I catch a vid and it's talking about astrology and a zodiac, I'm not like the right person to talk about it. It's like I'm just a person who like knows. But like if I talk about it, it's like, damn, bro, I don't want to like, it's almost like I face repercussions. Or I get like this guilty feeling like as if maybe I shouldn't be talking about it. So, after the rap lyrics about me talking about in the lyrics discussing mobbing, because that's what was happening, bro. Pandemic, zodiacs and all that stuff, right? The reason I did the rap lyrics, bro, is because I knew the TMJ situation, the jaw surgery shit. Bro, I knew I'd be in this situation right now. So I'm in a situation now. And shout out Conway the Machine. You know what I mean? A bunch of other rappers who kind of influenced me to do that. And also the astrologer. He's a rapper too, dude. For real. Real good at rapping too. I ain't even trying to nut hug, bro. Listen, everything you're doing, I support it. I was awful at coming across the right way. That's the best way I can put it, bro. I don't know how. I can't get detailed about it. I wish I could. Shout out to a bunch of channels who are teaching, who talk about, bruh, you can't teach the stuff you're talking about, or you can't talk about some real ass shit and not be in the right space, and you're still around a bunch of people who are obviously going to look at you like you're crazy. You're right, bro. That's why I'm beating around the bush right now, where as if I were to go to just be in a space where I'm just not around all those people where all the situations happened, it would make so much sense, bro. If I were with the actual group, it makes so much sense, man. But right now, it just doesn't. I wish I could get my point across. I wish the individuals who I'm really trying to help understand this, which is probably, I don't know, bro. I'm shocked. Whoever's watching, I'm shocked you've been watching this long, bro. I don't even know if I could watch this. You know what I mean? A lot of times I can't even rewatch my lives because I'm like, ooh, you know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to like not say the wrong shit. So what happened after the whole rap lyric situation, right? Like I said before, I'm under a corporation. I'm a manager. So this is a situation where the whole mobbing and all that was taking place, man. And like I said before, I already got real specific with it. And when I did that, it got so bad to where I had to delete the vids, bro. Because I can't even talk about why I had to delete the vids and what. You see how deep it is? Just know I wasn't lying. And on top of that, I have to add, bro, there were other TIs. on YouTube who were saying I was fake or whatever. Listen, man, you can tell when someone's faking the funk. I'm not faking the funk, dude. I'm in a situation where I can't get detailed about it, bro, and that's really it. If I want things to go good for people just around me and people who I care about and stuff like that. Because don't get me wrong, man, I'm still one of those people, and that's what pisses people off too, where I know when someone does me wrong, but just because I know, hey, I ain't even mad at them, bro. The dude who tapped my phone, I ain't even mad at you, bro. Whatever. You know, live and learn, dude. Sometimes things have to happen so you can shut your mouth. That's one thing. That kind of had to happen to me. I was kind of asking for it. I can't just run around saying whatever you want. You know what I mean? Especially when a lot of it makes sense and some of it doesn't make sense and it's real confusing. That's gonna happen, bro. And to be some real ass shit, dude. That's what's gonna happen. So I'm not sitting here and acting like, you know, what happened to me didn't deserve to happen, dude. I had to grow up, and that shit like that's gonna make you grow up, dude. Believe that shit, you know? You can't be on the internet just running your mouth like that, bro. And it's someone else's knowledge, bro. Just share the shit. Like the vid, share the shit. I didn't come correct. So my bad. But then again, there's still people who participated, people who used to be friends of mine, and you know what you did, you know what I mean? It's in the first vid where I'm speaking about negligence. I apologize to some old friends. Y'all didn't deserve that apology. I'm sorry. Those of you who know who you are, you know, a lot of people did, you know, I apologize, and rightfully so, but some people didn't deserve an apology. You know, I had some people do some pretty dirty stuff to me, man. But then again, you know, we're all not perfect. And I've done some stuff too, you know what I mean? But I've already spoken about that in the past. But I need you guys to understand, first off, I'm not schizophrenic either. That comment, bro, that troll comment was really going in on me because that's the only option they had. You guys got to understand if you're a TI, they got different tactics, different mobbing tactics based upon whoever you are, based upon your characteristics and stuff. But with me, they couldn't get me with the whole in-person shit, because that's what was saving me too, was just my job. And I don't want to say this as arrogant and make shit harder. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to get detailed. I'm good at my job, bro. So when people try to put me in a situation to try to make me quit or whatever, it makes me like not want to quit. Even if quitting may be the best option, I just don't know, because now you're in a situation where it's like you don't know what's gonna happen, and then on top of that, you just want to be grateful, bro. You're just trying to get the shit taken care of that you want to get taken care of, you know? So, man, let's talk about the hospital situation now, right? Because this is the part where it really messed my head up. After the whole rap lyric shit, right? Because instead of acting a fool rapping, I should have just been trying to take care of my shit. That's the problem. It was procrastination, you know what I mean? I got humbled. Oh yeah, I got humbled. What happened is, after the lyrics, bro, after the rapping and all that, I finally went to the dentist, went to the orthodontist, and did all that shit. And long story short, got my teeth extracted, and that's when... And I got the video surveillance too, where I recorded it. I got life flighted to a hospital. I lost a bunch of blood. They put me in an ambulance, because what happened is after the teeth extraction, they released me. Drove not even 3 minutes, man, and so much blood was pouring out. I felt my body losing weight as all this blood was coming out. I pulled over, lady helped me. Oh, I'm going to have to call the cops. That's the first thing she said immediately. I'm going to have to call the cops, and I'm going to have to get ambulance. I'm like, no. They're right over there. I'm going to drive. Like, I'm not getting no bills, none of that. Doesn't matter, bro. I was losing so much blood, so she went to go get paper towels. I'm over there just coughing up all this blood. Ambulance, firefighters, EMS, cops, like, they all showed up. Like, dude, it was a party. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get you in our ambulance. Like, no, dude, no. I'm gonna drive myself back to the they're just right there. You know what I mean? The dentist, they're just right there. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure, man. I ain't got time for all these ambulance bills. Y'all gonna be piling on me. I already know what's up. I already saw the future, bro. I drove back there. They numbed me up again. Apparently, it must have been the numbing medicine or whatever, bro. My throat closes in now. I couldn't even breathe, and I've got all this blood coming out of. Oh, hell nah, bro. So I'm in there, can't breathe, and they're talking about, we're gonna have to get you help. So I'm like, I was losing so much blood, and they had to do it. So they put me in the ambulance. They drove me to the Louisville hospital. I was losing way too much blood, so they had to put me to sleep. Yeah, like I said before, bro, if I went into detail, first of all, it probably won't help anything. And second of all, you probably wouldn't believe me. If I went into detail, you probably wouldn't believe me about the stuff, the people around me, the little antics. It's like, you wouldn't believe me, bro. So whatever. Put me to sleep, life flighted me all the way to the Dallas hospital. Woke up with this big ass tube. This tube was like this big in my mouth. Big mouth. Real big mouth. All the way down my throat, bro. I wake up and there's a bunch of people surrounding me, and I pull that shit out. They're all like, no! And just all this blood just oozing out. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. And then on top of that, it turns out I was out for like 2 days. So I was asleep for 2 days, bro. And the aftermath of that, I just don't know. I just don't know, bro. It was just too much, and it just messes your head up, man. So basically, that's where I'm standing right now. After that situation, I don't know if that was like supposed to be something where I was supposed to settle down and not like, do my job anymore or whatever, but I went straight back to work because what else are you going to do? I didn't know what else to do. Some people were saying I should have sued the dentist. I don't know. I didn't, you know what I mean? I wrote like a letter or whatever, but I haven't really gone any further than that, But, slowly but surely I'm seeing the situation start to get much more serious, and I'm just going to have to take it on, man. You know what I mean? My bad. This is a lot. If anyone watching this right now, you probably don't even know like what to think or like where I'm coming from. So let me just sum it up then. In 2019, I became a manager. Got put into the system due to a gram of weed. And then that's when right before the pandemic hit, I found out about astrology. Shout out to the gentleman, you know who you are. Taught me a lot about that. I know everything about that, Taught me about a pandemic, and unfortunately, I didn't know what to do. This is one of these situations where you come across a bunch of knowledge. I'm gonna be 26 here in 2 months. So I was 20. It was almost about 2 years ago. I was like about to turn 24, 23, and I was immature, bro. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I should have just been sharing the vids. I should have just sent out an email like, hey man, appreciate what you're doing, and I shouldn't have gotten myself into this whole mess, bro. Because due to me speaking about the pandemic, and then on top of that, just just looking different, doing things different in person. Because don't get me wrong, it's not just the internet. It's like in real life too, bro. And the casino being used against you. Yeah, you're asking for it, But that's what it was. During the pandemic, while this gentleman was speaking about it, I found this shit. And I jumped the gun way too quick, all while doing my job, all while going to the casino, all while doing all this crazy shit, going to the club, hooping, doing everything, just living life, but it's just too much. During the pandemic, how everyone was feeling, man, you're going to think I'm acting like a fool, like speaking about it, but really think about everyone's mindset during the pandemic, and now look at everyone right now. And like, well, where'd the invisible, like I said, let me not go into detail. Where'd it go? I can't go into detail about it, yo. So it's just too much, what's this video supposed to do? Really nothing, bro. I'm just trying to get my point across. And that's really it. The details ain't gonna really get anywhere, bro. So during that time, during this situation, and that's why, you'll hear people say stuff like, well, people will get put in your life for certain reasons. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Because during that time, the individual who tapped my phone, he, I shouldn't have even been speaking to this individual, bro. Right when he came back into my life, because remember, I said something about the people who've always helped me, I found them. And then the people who always did me dirty, like, they found me. You know what I mean? And I knew this individual before, and then he came back into my life for heaven knows why. Right? It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. So, it's a lot going on. If you're someone who's rapping, by the way, be careful with the lyrics, because the lyrics I did weren't. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like, wow, what you really talk about can really happen, you know what I mean? So if you're rapping, bro, make sure you're rapping about some stuff you want to go your way. Don't be rapping about fear. That's kind of, you know what I mean? Because heaven knows what's even happening here, bro. You know? So I don't know. That's a lot I've been speaking about, man. I wish there was more I can add. I know it's very broad. It's very all over the place. I was basically just doing way too much at once, man, and got myself defaulted into a bunch of situations, and it's not fun, bro. So now you're just trying to play catch up from all that procrastination and just doing stuff the wrong way, The pandemic hit. This individual, I was just mind blown. Native American, just like me, and it's like I wanted to indirectly help, and it threw him off guard. It threw a bunch of other YouTubers off guard. You know what I mean? I think I sent one YouTuber a donation or whatever, and how can you miss it, bro? I'm gonna have to change my profile pic too, or something, because that throwing people off too. Where I didn't even know I had the same profile pic. It might make people think I'm ego. That's really not the case. It's just things really aren't the way it looks, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. So just be grateful for where you're at. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's going to be it for now, man. That's going to be it for now. Because other than that, I'm just going to be staring at my phone the whole time. So, appreciate you for watching. Hopefully, I'll have more soon. Shit.